Sutra 18. The one established in this ultimate wisdom is never born nor dies. He is neither the cause nor the effect of anything. He is without beginning, eternal, always the same, immemorial. He is not destroyed by the destruction of the body. Sutra 18 ends.
Immemorial. Correct. Immemorial, right? Your memory is your problem. Right now, if I erase all your memories, the first thing which will happen to you is enlightenment. Even after the enlightenment, if you are born, you are known as Avtara. Shiva is born, Vishnu is born, but they are known as Anadi and Ananta. Without beginning, without end. Never born, never die. Because you very well know that it is not you who are being born, it is the body. It is not you who is going to die, it is the body. Your ancestors who are listening to this, you have not died, it is the body which has died. You are there after the body is gone. That means you are there before the body was there. To do anything in life, you need to be there, right? Did you guys have dinner? Or did you guys have lunch or breakfast? So when to have breakfast, before having breakfast, your presence was necessary. In the same way, you were born. To be born, your presence was necessary. Correct, Swati? To do anything, you have to be there, right?
Yes.
To do anything, you have to be there. To be born also, you have to be there. So if you are there before birth, you will also be there after that. Correct? So you are never born, never die. The body is born, the body is dead, you are eternal. Knowing this is self-realization.
Sutra 19. If a killer feels that he is capable of killing, or if the one killed feels that he is dead, then they both do not know that the soul neither kills nor can be killed. Sutra 19 ends.
There's something written after that.
Both Sutra 18 and 19 are also mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita in Adhyay, chapter 2, with a slight change in the wording.
No one dies, no one kills. If you tell this to fool, they will become criminals. So this knowledge was reserved and saved only for Brahmins like you all. Don't share this knowledge with anyone, okay?
Sutra 20. This Atma, soul as well as Almighty God, which resides in the cave of the heart of all living beings, is the smallest amongst the subtlest and greatest amongst the greatest. One who is desireless and stress-free can only by grace see the glory of Atma, Almighty. Sutra 20 ends. Sutra 20 is also in the Shwet-Ashwet Upanishad.
Shweta Upanishad. I was just thinking how to make you go ahead with that. And the fact is, I remembered something very funny connected with this sutra. You want to hear that? So we will have to call it a day after that. You want to hear that? You know, the king Bhoj, Raja Bhoj, he was the great king, Maharaj. There were many kings under him. And Kalidas was his poet. He was a jam, Kalidas. Akbar wanted him. He chose to die, but to serve us. But Akbar, we know him as the great king, but he was very ruthless. So one day in the garden, when Bhoj Raja was smelling flowers during the spring, he said, Kalidas, say something. He said, फूल हो गुलाब का और फूल का. If there is a flower, the flower is rose. What are the use? What are the flowers? They are not fit to be flowers. And he kept on doing this, and in the end he said, "Raja ho to Bhoj Raja or Raja khai." He said, if there has to be a king, the king is Bhoj. What are other kings? Right? Then one day, the king was happy and in a very good mood, light mood. He said, come on, Kalidas, repeat that poem. He said, I will make some improvisation if you would like to hear that. He said, yes, yes, come on. He said, फूल हो तो कमल का, गुलाब का फूल फूलता है का? The rose will open up like this. The lotus will open up completely like this. So your chakras are termed as lotus, not as roses. He kept on going, breaking all that he had said, and in the end he said, Raja ho to Megh Raja, Bhoj Raja kaisa. The king is the rain. We all survive because of rain. Our economy survives because of rain. What is Bhoj Raja? Bhoj Raja is absolutely useless. I am telling you this because, hi Bonnie. How are you?
Jai Gurudev. Take Gurudev. Very good.
Who is your mentor?
Sukta ji.
Who?
Sukta ji.
Sayukta Ma. Okay.
Ji.
How are you feeling?
Very good.
You think you can lie to me? Is it possible? What's happening?
Nothing, Gurudev.
Tell me the truth. What's happening?
Suddenly it just started.
What? संयुक्ता माँ है क्या क्लास में?
जी गुरुदेव।
अच्छा, क्या Bonnie? What happened?
Ji. Gurudev, just a heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
It's raising high. Yeah.
What did you do? What sadhana are you doing? क्या कर रही है
I'm not
ये?
doing.
हाँ संयुक्ता माँ ये क्या कर रही है? What sadhana are you doing nowadays?
Guruji, I'm not doing anything right now.
क्या चल रहा है इसका संयुक्ता माँ?
गुरुदेव उनका कुछ मतलब हेल्थ इश्यूज भी है, थोड़ा सा बच्चों का थोड़ा सा चल रहा है उनके। और
साधना का क्या?
साधना नहीं, मतलब अभी कंटिन्यू नहीं है साधना में।
अभी करने मत बोलना कोई भी साधना। Call me after the class.
जी गुरुदेव।
जी गुरु।
हाँ?
जी गुरुदेव।
I'm Manisha, and I was very fortunate to attend the Swarodai course with Hitesh Guruji several years ago. Swarodai course is a very exceptional course, and it's actually called Gupta Gyan in Hindi, which means hidden knowledge. And Hitesh Bhiji is one of the only ones, or one of the few ones that I know of, who seems to be an expert on this. So I attended this workshop, and he very patiently explained us the whole workshop, and we learnt every shloka one by one. He explained us the knowledge, what is the significance of it, and how we can use this knowledge to make a difference in our life. He's a very patient teacher who guides you slowly and steadily through all this knowledge, and always open to questions so that he can explain in depth the significance of every shloka.
If you want to disconnect, you can disconnect. I'm telling you this because Bhoj Raja was a very powerful king, and you cannot just say anything in presence of the king, in the audience of the king. But Kalidas was very great. So one day it so happened that three poor people said that enough is enough. We have been begging. We are Brahmins, but we are treated like animals. Let us, today end our misery, end our poverty. And they said, how? But he said, we'll go to the king Bhoj and we will ask for something. And they said, it's good, but when they were going, one person remembered that you have to show some intellect. Only then the king gives you something. So he said, we are all dumb. Our parents wanted us to study, but we are only born Brahmin. We have not studied anything. So how can, we get some help from the king? So he said, let us remember all that we have been gone through studying from childhood. So one said that my father was a great master of poetry, and Kalidas has been very respected in the court of Bhoj. So Kalidas is a poet. I remember one line of my father, which my father used to say, Yoge viyoge divasa priyayaha. Then he said, my job is done. Now you people say something. The other one said, when my father was putting the holy thread around me, I remember one word that he said. He said, Yagyo Pavit Paramam Pravit. I touched the holy thread and he said, touch the holy thread and say, Yagyo Pavit Paramam Pravit. Okay. The third one said, my father was a scholar of Upanishad. And I remember just one line that he taught me. And he made me repeat it again and again, so I remembered it. Anu Manyar, Mahatva Manyar. Now that line is mentioned in the Sutra. Smallest among the smallest, Anu Manyar. Anu Anyar means smaller than the atom. Anu means atom. Mahatva Manyar, bigger than the biggest. He said, I remember that. So all three said, let us combine it and make it one mantra, one sutra. They said, okay. So, Yoge vi yoge divasa priyayaha from the Lalita Shastra, Anumariyar Matvamayar from the Upanishad, and Yagyo Pavit, Paramam Pavit from Brahman Karmakant. Three books of three scriptures of three different directions. They mastered it. This line, Anumariyar, smallest among the smallest, Biggest amongst the biggest. Smallest than the atom, biggest than the biggest. Okay, let's go. While going in the road, in the way, they remembered it was a long journey. They were trying to buy hard it, and they met an expert, and they told the expert that we have created a beautiful mantra, a beautiful sutra. Will you like to hear it? He said, please go ahead. He said, Yogevi yoge divasa priyayaha anumaryar matvamayar yajyopavit parmopavit. He said, damn it. This is just 3 lines. The sutra mantra is of 4 lines. Now, where to get the 4th line? All they knew is one line throughout their life. So they said, now what to do? So they said, these things happen now in the kingdom of the king, in the royal court of the king. There are competitions. There are, debates. We'll say that we have brought this mantra. If anyone is a knowledgeable person, if anyone is a intellectual in your court, let him complete this mantra. It is just of 3 lines. So these 3 beggars who are from a very reputed family, they went to the king's court. Finally, one day they reached. When they reached, after 1.5 days, they got their chance to get the audience of the king. And they said, we are the great scholars and we have brought one mantra which is half. You people have to complete it first. So the king said, this is interesting. So one stood up and he said, Yoge vi yoge divasa priyayaha. From the Lalita Shastra, it means in the absence and the presence of the beloved. That's it. Even the sentence wasn't complete. Then the second one stood up. He said, Anu Mariyar Matromanyar. Smallest than the atom, biggest than the biggest. That's it. Even that line was incomplete. And the third stood up. He said, remove this holy thread. And he said, Yagyo Pavit Parmam Pavitra. And the whole court started laughing. This holy thread is the most holiest in the existence. It is as holy as fire, the fire of Yajna. And the whole court started laughing. See, it's not making heads or tails, right? In the presence and the absence of the beloved, smallest amongst the small atoms and biggest than the biggest, this thread is the holy thread. What sense does this make? So everyone started laughing, but Kalidas saw something. He saw the appearance of these 3 people. He said, these 3 fools are uneducated, but they have come with some expectation over here, and it is our duty to help them. But instead, we are making a fun of it. So he didn't laugh. Suddenly, the king, while laughing, saw that Kalidas was not laughing. He said, what happened, Kalidas? You are not in a mood today? He said, why? No, I am in my full mood. He said, no, you are not laughing. He said, I don't have to laugh to prove that I am in a good mood. He said, what is the reason to laugh? He said, these 3 idiots, they committed this kind of mistake. They are laughing. He said, I don't know who are idiots. They are idiots, or people who are laughing, they are idiots. But I have not seen them making any mistake. So he said, of course, see the mantra that they have got from 3 different scriptures, making no heads and tails. He said it is surely making heads and tails if you add the 4th line to it. Who said that it is not making heads or tails? So they said, What is the third line? What is the fourth line? It says it's simple. Yoge vi yoge divasa priyayaha anumaryar matomeyar yagyopavit parmam pavit pashanimi satyavachan aha. Such a beautiful closure to this stupidity. In the presence and the absence of the beloved, the day, Divasa Priyayaha, is smallest amongst the smallest and biggest amongst the biggest. See, when you're waiting for someone, 5 minutes seems like 5 hours. But when you are with your beloved, 5 hours seems like 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Yoge vi yoge divasa priyayaha. I keep on going, speaking. You people are so beloved to me. I forget time. Anumariyar matmamayar. Smallest among the smallest, biggest among the biggest. And it happens to everyone. This is the most purest thing in the creation. I'm touching this and I'm saying that this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth. Pashanini satyavachannayaha. I'm touching this and saying that this what these people are saying is truth and nothing else. That is the Guru. I was working with an organization. And I will not name that organization. That organization is still there. That Guru is still in his body living. And one of the biggest organizations of the world. So from this seat, I will not be able to take the name. And one student went crazy. He said, Guru, who are you, bloody? We made you the Guru. It was the right hand of Guru. And he went crazy. So he was, 6'6" plus, 6.5, 7 feet high. A huge Guru. And he started breaking everything. So I was the security in charge of that Guru. I 5'7", he 6'7", 1 feet apart from me. I used to look at him like this. I used to take orders from him. So I took few of my volunteers and I had to pin him down. And he was screaming, howling, crying uncontrollably. He did too much of sadhana, and so he was going mad. And I said, what is happening to you? He said, I will destroy him. I have made him. I said, now I have to calm him down. How will I calm him down? The Guru had given orders that you cannot harm him. You just pin him down and you calm him down and let him go outside the ashram. Let him go home. I said, how do I calm him down and how do I make him go out of the ashram? I said, come, I will help you in breaking everything. He said, why are you breaking? I said, even I have made him the Guru. Na? It's not only you, not only your hard work, it is also me, my hard work, that he has become a big Guru. And I said, everyone's hard work. He said, bloody idiot, you have done nothing to make him a big Guru. I said, even you have done nothing. If we give one grass to build a nest, we don't have the right to break that nest. Guru has taken one grass from each one of us. Maybe you must have given 10, but there are millions of grasses which has created this ashram. It is not only your, hard work or input to make the Guru a Guru. It is everyone's hard work. Krishna lifted the Govardhan on his little finger, and all the cowards, they put their sticks, and they started feeling, we are lifting the Girdhar. And Krishna moved his little finger and their sticks started breaking. Krishna said, no, ego must not come. It's not you, it is me. I told him this story over there while I was pinning him down. And he understood and he calmed down. He was still crying. And I told him that go. And I said, just because the Guru has said we are not harming you, don't come back again. I'm still there for 3 more days in the ashram. And my boys are ruthless. If they see you even around the ashram, they will break your hands and let you go. And he had to go. One Guru. You know, people ask me, Shivaji has no achievement on his own. Shambhaji was very brave. They cut him, they chopped him pieces by pieces, little pieces. They removed his eyes, his ears, everything. But he did not give up to his religion. He died, but he did not convert to Islam. Aurangzeb wanted him to get married to his daughter and many daughters if he would be converted to Islam, but he did not. There was a soldier in, the clan of Shivaji who had a sword of 90 kgs. He used to move around with that sword. He used to carry that sword. There was a warrior, a fighter with Shivaji called Tanaji. His one head cut off, his one eye cut off, his one leg cut off. Still he kept on fighting and he won them battles. Only after he saw that I have won, he died. Tanaji Manasube. There was a, warrior in the clan of Shivaji. In some 6 hours, or some 6 or 7 hours or 8 hours, he brought a horse from Delhi to Maharashtra, to Satara, for Shivaji. In such a short time, he wrote, even your fastest cars will not be able to, even your bullet train will not be able. Think how he came. That horse Shivaji wanted and Aurangzeb took it. And so he went, he stole the horse and he came riding like fire on that horse. Think how these people were. Think what brave people this were. Shivaji was nothing. No story of this kind you hear of Shivaji. But Shivaji was the one who could bring all these brave people together and establish Swaraj. Shivaji was a true Guru. And so we worship Shivaji and not all this other. Then another kingdom was there, the Peshwa kingdom, the Sahu, the Kolhapur people. They become more powerful than Shivaji. The lineage of Shivaji would just listen to the Sahus. They could not do anything. They could not take any decisions without taking the permissions of Sahu. But no one is worshipping Sahu, Chhatrapati Sahu, or the Peshwa. So all are worshipping Shivaji because he had the capacity of uniting various forces. That is the Guru who can unite. That is Kalida. So this Sutra says that God is beyond logic. He is the smallest among the smallest, biggest among the biggest, immemorable. Your memory cannot understand him. Your intellect cannot understand God. He is neither he, neither she is she, neither it is it. So in the various places in the scriptures, God is known as he, she, and it, and that, and this. That which is unfathomable, That is God.
Guruji, Joy Gurudev, Dhanabhavtu, and Charan Sparsh Guruji. I want to share experience with you today, if you allow.
Please.
So today I did the Guru Avahan in the morning. I start my all day with this since I learned from you. And today, after 4 years, I traveled out of the city. I took a 1.5 hour journey and I just used minimum amount of oxygen, and I was able to go out with my children after 4 years. So I'm so full of gratitude towards you. Thank you for coming in our life, and thank you for making us one with you. I still remember when you said when you have Guru, you don't have to worry about anything. And it's just, I'm not feeling tired. And it was like, I wasn't there, you were there. You know, everything, it, like it's so, sab shant hai andar. And today class, I forgot, but I was like, I want to say gratitude to my Guru. And it's just remembered that Guru is going to be there and I can just say it. So I'm just so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Even my husband was amazed by this. Thank you, Guruji.
And this will be forever, don't worry. Now
Yeah.
the need of oxygen will go. What problem do you have with oxygen?
Guruji, I had a chronic respiratory failure like 5 years ago. So my oxygen are working only 35% their strength. So I was in oxygen for a very long time. But since I came under your Chhatra Chhaya, your blessings, it's just wearing it off. Like I'm having more energy. My pains, I have arthritis. My pains are getting away. Like I was deteriorating, but since I joined you, I am gaining my strength, my health, everything. The magic is happening.
Uh, are you doing the aura course also?
Yes, Guruji.
Have you learned the Bhastrika Pranayama?
But Nari Bhedan and the Alom Vilom. Yes.
Who is your mentor?
Radhika ma'am, Sarita ma'am.
Okay. So you request them to teach you Bhastrika Pranayama, and very likely, or you do this one, not this one, you do this one. Breathe in, take all the oxygen from the surrounding and breathe out carbon dioxide. Hit it. Please try. That's it. You're feeling it's opening up and little giddiness. It's taking, right? So you're doing it good. Today, tonight, and tomorrow, you drink more water. Don't be worried about visiting the bathroom again and again. Drink at least 4 to 5 liters of water because of this giddiness. All the negativity is coming out. And I promise you, the day you will be able to do 3 sets of 20, 20, 20, morning and evening, your oxygen levels will be normal.
Yes, Guruji. Total surrender.
And now you're feeling little bit of opening up of lungs and breath. Slowly do it. Don't rush. Little by little increase your capacity.
Gurudev, I'm in my friend's birthday party at his home, but still don't feel like attending the party. My family is there, but I'm attending the class.
So that's
amazing.
good.
It's amazing.
That is called a Brahmin. A person
It's amazing.
who is interested in self-development more than anything else.